Hey guys, Tommy Bryson here, and welcome to the Tommy Bryson Show. And today, we are going to be reacting to a crazy story, okay? You have a veteran, right? And literally, a squatter came and stayed at the house, and the family was forced to live in a hotel for over 5 months, okay? I have a house, I own it, you stay in my house, I can't stay there, I have to go to a hotel while you stay in my house, you know? It's insane what the rules are in the US, but in other countries, they would just kick you out the house and be like, okay, you're not staying here, kicked out, that's it, you're over. But in New York and also like other states, usually a squatter has rights and can legally stay in the property for a long period of time, sometimes even own the property if they stay there long enough. So let's see exactly what happened here. If you guys are new here and like these videos, go ahead and like, subscribe, and hit the bell so you're notified, so that way I keep making more and more of these videos every single day. Let's get started here, guys.
Thanks for sticking with us. We turn now to a News 5 investigation. A disabled veteran and his family
Disabled veteran and his family, guys, forced to live in a hotel for 5 months, okay? This is news, it's like legit. This is like news, okay? This is real news.
To live in a hotel after squatters moved into their condo and changed the locks.
You may recall.
Wow. So the squatters not just moved in, but they also changed the locks.
Chief investigative reporter Eric Ross, he worked with lawmakers back in 2018 passing legislation that was supposed to protect homeowners from situations like this one.
It's crazy, you know. I understand basically if someone leaves a property for like maybe like 10 years or like maybe like 3 years, something like that, and then you come in the house and stuff like that, you're squatting. Because by the way, the reason squatters have right is to basically maintain properties to a good upstanding, because that way, you know, you don't want a house that's basically falling apart because no one's living in it. I get that, but this story, man, the guy's disabled.
But Eric, who is live tonight, he found that not all law enforcement officers appear to be familiar with this bill that you helped pass.
It makes no sense to have a law if people are not enforcing the law, right? Oh, there's a law, but doesn't matter, they're not enforcing it, okay?
Yeah, unfortunately not. You know, the family you're about.
By the way, those are nice houses, by the way, guys. Those are nice. Okay, I'm guessing those are condos? Are those condos or houses? Those are like townhouses to me, right? Townhouses to me. That's what it looks like to me, townhouses.
To meet has been going through this now for 5 months. They say they called police only to be told this was a civil matter and they needed to go through the standard eviction process.
That is insane, bro. I have to evict somebody out of my house that has no right to be, it's so complicated, guys. You know, I don't know, man. If I found somebody in my house after I left for 3 months and I gotta evict them or something like that crazy, maybe like after like 3, 4, 5, 6 months or even a year, I don't know if I would do like the whole legal thing. I'd just be like, you know what, get out the house. Kick them out the house, you know, but I get it. You know, people like this, it's tricky. Because actually, you know, you go to jail for trying to take somebody out your house. Can you imagine that? You go to jail?
To get these squatters out, much like a standard landlord-tenant relationship. Now, that was the case until we changed the law back in 2018. But as you're about to witness, a new law is only as good as the people who are tasked with enforcing it.
Ooh, that is well said, Mike. Thank you. And coming back from Channel 3.
Peter Dover, his wife Leah, and 2 children forced to stay in this hotel, trying to figure out how to get squatters out of their 2-bedroom condo near.
That is insane. Sand Creek Commons, okay? They have their condo, have everything going on. The guy's disabled, now he has to go upstairs. He's a veteran, and still.
South Murray and Airport on the southeast side of the city. Now you're probably wondering, how did squatters get in the first place? Well, earlier this year, Peter had left the state to be with his mother, who died from cancer in February.
Bro, are you serious? I saw that in the comments too. I didn't believe it, you know, but this guy literally left his house for a while to be with his mom, who passed away from cancer, to come back and have to deal with this nonsense. And the guy's literally a veteran, bro. The type of disrespect here, man, I'm not happy about this whatsoever.
The kids were staying with his mother-in-law in Kentucky, so the condo, while full of personal belongings, was not being lived in full-time.
Yeah, but for how long? How long was he gone?
At one point, Peter thought about selling the home to move the family closer to other relatives, but he ultimately decided to keep it and do some spring cleaning.
We wanted to get the house decluttered, really make it a better place for the kids and make sure they had a good home.
Sounds like, man, it sounds like the guy was going through a tough time, left the house to be in a new space, be with his family, and then came back, was like, I might sell it, might not sell it. Now everything's fine, but now it's too late. You know what I'm saying? To get the squatters in there, he got to evict them, a whole process. And on top of having to deal with his whole, like, mom passing away. Lisa Marie Coleman. Who's this lady? Is that his wife?
That's when the family says they turned to this woman, Lisa Marie Coleman, who they hired as a professional organizer and packer.
Oh, by the way, guys, that's a real thing, like people actually have those jobs where they go to your house, organize everything for you. That is awesome, because that can be a little messy. My fiance says that all the time, but that is awesome, man. Like, organize your whole house. That would be cool.
We had a lot of boxes. We had a lot of stuff.
All right, so now it's kind of sounding like he kind of used the condo kind of like a storage place, so that's why, that's why these squatter rules are actually in place, guys, because, the house is not being maintained. I get the whole situation, but I'm playing devil's advocate, obviously, here, but yeah, that's why these things happen.
It was starting to accumulate. We hired her to help us pack and to help us move those items from our condo to our storage unit.
Oh, Lisa moved.
By the way, something? People that use storage units usually never basically go get those items. It's just like moving like trash from one place to another trash. Like just get rid of it. Don't pay no monthly costs to have like things that are just like liabilities. No, just get rid of all the trash you don't need, man. Everything I have, everything I need is in this room right here. I don't need a storage unit. If I have too much stuff, I get rid of it. Stop collecting trash.
Moved their stuff out all right, and then, according to Peter, she moved her stuff in.
I get a phone.
Whoa! That's crazy. So the lady that was in charge of basically organizing everything, she moves their stuff out and now stays in their house and now is squatting there. That is insane. I did not see that. I thought it was like, hey, I go to like basically do things, but I found a squatter there. No, she's the one responsible for this. Lisa Marie Coleman. And by the way, she looks like a normal lady, okay? Some think like they're crazy people. No, normal lady.
Call from my wife, and she let me know that they had decided to move all our stuff out, minus a few clothing items, and I think that was about it for her, out of our house and move their stuff in.
Wow, so she actually contacted him and be like, hey, just so you know, we're actually, I like the house, by the way, it's a nice house. We're gonna actually move in and like move your stuff out. So just so you know, and we're actually gonna be moving into this house, okay? So don't worry about it. Don't come back. We're staying here. That's crazy. It's a crazy conversation.
Called CSPD to find out what I could do about it, but by that time, they had been there, I think, 2-3 days and had established what they said was residency.
After 2 to 3 days, they established residency? 2 to 3. I can't go on vacation, bro? I can't go on vacation? Like, if I go on vacation after 1 week, I come back, hey, I established residence in your house? I don't know, man. Like, guys, like, this stuff is, like, it's funny, but I don't think I would deal with this way, Like, I would be like, yo, get the heck out of my house and kick them the heck out. There's none of that nice stuff here, man. What would you do?
And I could no longer do anything about it except go through an eviction.
So at this point in time, you have no access to your condo.
Correct. They are living in my home for free.
Don't forget, too, guys, that they literally changed the locks, so they can't even access their home. That's crazy.
While me and my children and my wife are living in hotels, bouncing hotel to hotel.
Notice that Peter...
By the way, hotels are expensive. $50, $90 a night, and you have a home that you can't go to. Bro, I would go in that house, break the door, get out my house. We're gonna have a problem. I don't know, man. Like, I know it's like, oh, but Tommy, the rules. I don't know, man. I don't know. I've been watching like a lot of UFC, so I'm kind of like violent these days. But come on, bro. Like, establishing residency after 3 days is insane. Like, maybe like haven't been here for like a year. It's different, but come on, 3 days.
Peter used the word they.
They are living in my home for free.
Oh, so it's not just her, but it's also her and other people.
Through court records, News 5 Investigates found at least 2 other squatters who have no connection to this family living in their home.
Wait, so this is like this is like a squatter team, guys. Okay, here's how it works. We have the girl that she's like a personal organizer, so we know she's gonna get gigs, right? And the gigs she gets probably for people that basically are not staying there. So when she gets hired, they just go ahead and move in. That's it. That's how they do it. I got it. It's a crazy hustle.
I have great trust in the law enforcement, but at this point in time, I'm like, when do I receive the protection that these people are getting?
And you're adamant these people have never had a lease or permission to live in that house.
Not once.
Yeah, so it's, I imagine it's a bunch of lies. No, we actually had a lease. We just can't find it. He's lying. Oh, it's he say, she says. So now it's a whole problem. Go to the court. We don't want to deal with it. There's so much bureaucracy. So much bureaucracy.
You know, our words fell on deaf ears.
At any point in time, did law...
And by the way, it's also protection, right? Because if somebody did lease the property, they want to stay there for a certain amount of time. So you don't want a landlord to be like, oh, get out my house. You know, like, I leased it. You know, I'm going to be here for a while. But it's protection. But this is true, it's just like a whole situation. So it's weird, okay? It's weird.
Law enforcement tell you, hey, a couple of years ago, there was a squatter bill that's passed. Here's what you need to do to expedite the process through the court system to get these people out.
No. They told me that I needed to go and just evict them. That it's a tenant situation. Tenant.
By the way, guys, just so you guys know, right? Law enforcement, all of their great people over there. Like, I don't know, man. People think that they're gonna know everything, right? It's kind of like, okay, they're the law, they're supposed to tell you, be educated on it, but they can't be knowing everything, you know. So also do your part sometimes to kind of like say, like, okay, what can I actually find out here? Like, do your work too, because at the end of the day, they're just having a job, and this is like actually like your livelihood is actually at stake.
Landlord situation.
And that's not how it's supposed to be. In 2018, we, alongside lawmakers, worked to pass Senate Bill 15, which is supposed to expedite the eviction process.
How long though? Let's see.
While standard landlord-tenant evictions have been in part delayed due to the coronavirus pandemic.
Whoa, so this was in 2020 during the whole thing. So now, oh my gosh. This is insane, guys, because now you have the pandemic. Now there are no basic like evictions whatsoever, and now you have to stay in a hotel. You know, this is where I would not play Mr. Nice Guy here, guys. It's insane.
Pandemic. Squatter evictions are supposed to be heard in court the very next day paperwork is filed. But this family...
I think that is fair. That is fair. You don't want to waste people's time by saying, oh no, you have to wait months and months and months to get this person out. No, they don't pay rent. They don't do anything here. Like, get them out.
Says they had no idea about the law until we told them about it.
Emma, can you show them where you sleep right now?
Look at that. Look at that. I wonder if they're gonna show the other people that are actually staying in the condo. Most likely no, because they're like, oh, no comment, don't record me. You know, but let's see, man. Sad, sad, sad.
So Emma sleeps there. Libby sleeps on the couch.
The entire family and 2 dogs all stay crammed together in a 1-bedroom hotel with 1 bed. Veterans...
Yeah, I mean, what can you do? What can you do? I mean, you know how expensive like hotels are?
Organizations have helped pay for their temporary housing here, all while Peter and his wife work at Louie's Pizza to keep their mortgage up to date and keep food on the table.
So they still pay the mortgage while this person's living there for free and have to be in a hotel. It's insane, man.
We should be able to come home and be safe at home. We shouldn't have to struggle working 6 to 7 days a week trying to make sure that there's a roof over our head every night.
Look at that, guys. I don't know, man. I feel like Mr. Nice Guy going through the law. I get all that stuff, man, but I don't know, man. How do you guys feel about this, man?
I don't know what to do anymore except give up our home. And she decided to give it one more go around and fight and see if there was anybody that was willing to hear us.
You know something, guys? That's why sometimes like the only way to get something done is like to snitch on people, you know? Like just like to be like, hey, scream loud, like, hey, injustice, injustice, injustice. Probably this guy and his family would still be in a hotel if the news didn't cover it, because now the city's under stress, right? The cop is under stress, right? The cops, like, you know, but like nobody's talking about it. Like, what do you do? Like, oh, no, it doesn't matter. Something will happen, you know? It's insane. Hey, Jerry, can you hear me? This guy's just like waiting for somebody to talk. Nobody's talking to him.
And back out here live, the good news this afternoon, the family does finally have access back.
Let's go. Let's go. Why? Because they basically said everything on the news. Now basically the cops are going crazy. The court's going crazy because they don't want to seem like a bad town. So I hate that you have to like basically press people to do their job sometimes. Don't like that.
To their condominium this afternoon. So that is the silver lining out of this situation. The squatters are now gone. Our advice worked, and what we were able to accomplish for this family in about a week is something the justice system apparently couldn't help this family with
All right, man. All right. I don't like the idea that we did you a favor. Someone else was bad. Oh my gosh, you're so. I don't like that idea either, right? Maybe they just didn't. I don't think anyone is going to try to purposely hurt you that way. Like point you in the wrong direction knowing there's a better one, right? They probably didn't know. The law just recently passed in 2018. I know it's like, oh, but it's 2018, Tommy, but they probably don't get that many cases and it's a lot going on. So it's more like, hey, let's educate the justice system, and that's not basically like make them look stupid. That's not what the goal is here at all, right?
For 5 months, some may call that a failure, and here's why. Even though that family has access to their condo back, take a look at the damage. You can clearly see through the...
Oh my gosh. 5 months, guys. Alcohol everywhere. Probably like shooting up in there. You guys know what that is? Like when people do stuff in there. It's crazy, bro. It is crazy. I would not be Mr. Nice Guy, man. Mr. Nice Guy is not here at all, man. 6 months free rent, living in a hotel, and you come back to this destroyed. The lady's a professional organizer, and this is what she organized, bro?
These pictures that I took yesterday afternoon, there are beer bottles and cigarette butts everywhere. Left over was a sleeping pad one of the squatters had been using and a broken dresser.
Do you know how mad I would be? Do you know how mad I would be?
The home needs a serious deep cleaning and some furniture, and Allison, what happened here should never happen to any family.
Yeah, exactly. It shouldn't happen to anyone. And it's all about just like educating people, man. Educate the law enforcement. Let them know like, hey, you're doing something wrong here. Here's this law. Do this. Like there should be someone there that knows like explicitly how everything works, right? So it's not like, come on, man. Like it's a big system. I get it, but someone should have helped this family a long time ago, man.
Much less a veteran who served in the Navy and then the National Guard. These are extremely hardworking folks. Our hearts really...
All right, guys. So that is about it for this video. Honestly, I am devastated here. You know, going 5 months, you can't get into your house. Honestly, guys, this is like a special thing. You know, I would not play Mr. Nice Guy in this whole thing. Honestly, I'd probably get me and a few of my friends and be like, yo, let's go get my house back. Honestly, right? You break in, boom, boom, get my house. You know, 5 months, you come back to this. You got to stay in a hotel. People are ignoring you. There's nothing going on. You get, for example, the law involved to take months because the whole pandemic's going on. What the heck are you supposed to do for 5 months? Your kids are sleeping on the floor. It's not what you want whatsoever. I'm not happy about this whatsoever. I do understand squatters do have rights and stuff like that, but it's kind of like, I get it. It's like properties like abandoned. You want somebody in there to take care of it. I get that. But this is a completely different, okay? And guys, let me know exactly what would you do in the situation right here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. As always, like, subscribe, hit the bell so you get notified. And on top of that, also, if you guys want to text me, 111, join my Patreon, link down below, or send me a DM on Instagram at Tommy Bryson. And before I go, if you want to watch another reaction, here's that video right here, and click my face right here. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching, and as always, peace.